Hey guys, how's it going? So, as you can see, I've got a very little narrow spot right here to get through, and it's really beginning to get annoying. So, I'm going to reorganize all this and hopefully make it better. This is just temporarily here. I'm going to put my propane tank in here, my 20-pounder. There's my Wave 3. And I just stuck this here temporarily while I reorganize this. So this is before, and I'll show you after. So this video is kind of going to be about like what's it like to work on a van while you're living in it. Like if you're building it out from a bare cargo van into a place that's actually hopefully not too bad. So there's pros and cons. You basically have to carry everything with you. Like, you know, around here there's only one place that sells polyiso, the good quality stuff, and it's not a Home Depot, it's Lowe's. But that means it's usually like 15 or kilometers or something like that from here, which is a bit of a drive, 30 kilometer round trip, and I try to avoid it. So when I'm there, I buy a whole bunch. Like last time I think I bought 2 sheets. And then when you cut that up into 2-foot by 4-foot chunks, you end up having like a pile of insulation like this deep, and the stuff is sliding everywhere, and so that's got to be dealt with. And then the tools you need, and then just the space to even do the build. Like today's pouring rain, so finding space to do it inside the van is tough. And also basically just moving around with all the stuff inside. Now some people will say, oh, why don't you just rent a storage locker? Well, I could do that. Up here in Vancouver, BC, they're quite expensive. Like, I think I looked at one time and it was like $180 a month plus tax. So, I mean, we're talking probably over $200 just to store some junk. It's like, no, I'm too cheap to pay for that. So, just deal with it the best you can. Alright, that's much better. Stuck all this stuff on the side here. I got like 4 more bags of styrofoam bits to go through, and I'm gonna put that under here, under the wheel well, so that'll be used. And it's a lot more roomy, I gotta tell you. This is way better. Still not obviously near finished, but at least I can move around again. Now the good thing about living in a van while you're building it out is you have everything with you. So you don't have to like go back and forth to different places. You don't have to drive a far distance to go to a certain location that you build it. So it's great in that way. It's like a turtle or you're a snail. Your shell's on your back and your home is with you too. And everything you need is there. One thing that I know that I needed to do is to make sure my solar panel and my batteries are all in shipshape working order before I started the build. That was my first thing I needed to do after I got my bed in. Because I use a Ryobi system with rechargeable batteries, and I find it works pretty good. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, kind of like a system, because I can use a battery, and then when it dies, I can put it on my charger with my inverter, and by the next day, it's ready to go again. The only negative thing is I have kind of like the not really good batteries. Like you can get the really super duty batteries, so they don't last that long. I mean, if you're cutting really thick wood, it is not going to last more than half an hour. So that's a drawback. I guess I could buy another battery. I have 2, and I'm making do so far. And usually, worst case scenario, I can always get out the old handsaw. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night.